Hi everyone. My name is Soumya Dayal, and me, along with my group, that is group number 10, we are the students of Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar. So, we are going to give our presentation today on the sustainability practices which are followed across the courier industry. So, why sustainability? We see here that 253 million tons of packaging is used annually in the customer industry, which accounts for nearly 7 million trees. And when an industry analysis was conducted, it was identified that 63% of the business customers believe that courier and logistics will become a major strategic lever for the CO2 abatement in the days to come. So, what is the impact of the courier industry on the environment? So, out of 1.62 billion tons of truck emissions in Europe, nearly a quarter is being caused by the trucks running empty. While these trucks they just represent 20% of the entire vehicle fleet in Europe, but they account for 80% of the emissions. So it points towards the inefficient utilization, capacity utilization of the trucks. Now, when you look at the GHG emissions of the logistics activity, you will find that nearly 50% of the GHG emissions are being caused by road freight, whereas all the logistic activities combined together they account for nearly 3000 tons megatons of CO2 being emitted per year. So next part would be taken over by Suprita. Thanks.
Let's see what are the new business trends and development which is moving this courier business towards a sustainable business model. The first thing is customers are becoming more conscious about sustainability. The second thing is investors are now tracking the sustainability indices of companies before investing. The third is employees are also adopting sustainable practices in their day-to-day work. Now there are a lot of laws which is promoting sustainable practices, and their companies are coming together to come up with new sustainable methods of business. Now, how will the courier industry move towards sustainability? The first thing is courier count. So, they should start shifting their business from being a commodity provider to a competent solution provider by decreasing the carbon footprint and optimizing the supply chain. The second thing is they should come up with alliances with industries partners and come up with a single warehouse and consolidated shipment, which will not just lead to decrease in price but will also lead to decrease the emission. Now they should start adopting technological changes, and it can be brought about only if government start formulating laws and order in this direction. There are many development in the nearby business model like electric vehicle, self-drive vehicle, which can move this courier industry to a sustainable business model. And the last thing is there are a lot of regulatory measures like Bharat Stage 6, which has been planned and is will be mandate for OEMs to use that by 2017.
Let's look at how some of these companies are tracking their sustainability performance. These companies have set their objectives like city pickup and drop off bicycle, use of low emission vehicle, and capture kilometer reading on shell card. Now let's look what are the actions being taken by this company to fulfill those objectives. Design and implementing technology, cycle courier to pick up by providing drop boxes for cycle courier, providing information about LEV vehicle at the interview, carrying out case studies about LEV users to show the savings, and by providing case studies to courier who record mileage to show the different levels of savings that can be achieved by the usage of LEV vehicles. So let's measure the performance of these actions. Some of the measures are number of jobs picked up by cycle courier for car as a percentage of courier recording kilometer in shell card, and percentage of fleet that is LEV. Moving forward, let's look at the sustainability practices that are being followed globally. Use of balanced model with an optimal mix of transportation and warehousing, sharing of logistic infrastructure by two different organizations, several shipment into consolidated one delivery for single and multiple customer, usage of renewable resources of energy.
Now let's look at some of the key domestic and international players in courier industry. In international market, the top 3 players in the market are FedEx, Blue Dart and DHL. In India, there are several players in the market like First Flight, India Post, Gati and Mahindra Logistics. Being a major contributor to the world economy, the sector has an important responsibility of understanding its role in environmental impact of worldwide trade and transport, and also climate change. It needs to help bring us a greener and sustainable future. In India, several government regulatory frameworks are followed, like Bharat Stage and Euro, Bharat Emission Standard, and creation of nodal structures with the advent e-commerce. Increasing competition within the industry has brought down the profit margins, forcing the companies to search for and consolidate their core competency.
Hello, my name is Sudhir Pati and I will be taking you through some of the sustainability initiatives of logistics and courier service providers in India and abroad. First, we'll have a look at FedEx. FedEx has set up some medium and long term goals. Those are reduction of aircraft emissions by 30% by the year 2020, increase in express vehicle efficiency by 30% by the year 2020, 30% of jet fuel from alternative sources by the year 2030, and to expand their on-site renewable energy generation. Some of their major achievements till today are they operate around 118 all-electric trucks and 364 commercial hybrid trucks. They use the newer Boeing 777F aircraft, which is more fuel efficient. FedEx envelopes are carbon neutral. The usage of electronic trade documentation (ETD) helps in saving paper. In addition, FedEx has initiated Earth Smart standards for its establishments. The three pillars are strict quantifiable standards for innovation, encouraging and promoting sustainable transportation, green urban spaces, and resilient ecosystem through outreach programs. Programs to engage employees and to encourage them to think sustainable. Now we'll have a look at DHL. DHL has launched Carbon Calculator. It helps customers to calculate environmental impact of their supply chain. The Carbon Calculator uses European standard EN 16258 as well as the guidelines of Global Logistics Emission Council as the basis of their calculation. DSL also works with its customers to customize the logistics requirements so as to manage their carbon footprint. Next, we'll have a look at Mahindra Logistics. Mahindra Logistics has the following initiatives. Number 1, network optimization, where it aggregates loads across its network and deploys the right type of vehicle. Second, it optimizes load capacity of vehicles by redesigning the fixtures. Third, it examines viability of alternative transportation modes, for example, replacing road freight with that of railway transport. Fourth, it deploys alternate fuel vehicles like Mahindra & Mahindra made Riva, which is an electric powered vehicle for the last leg of delivery, replacing older vehicles with newer models which are more fuel efficient and lower emissions. Next, we'll have a look at Gati. Gati is one of the largest logistic service providers in India. It has associated itself with the cause of Sundarban preservation by spreading awareness, supplying and publishing study materials. Next, Gati has made it mandatory for all its express distribution centers and warehouses across India to plant and maintain green stretch around their premises. GPS tracking of fleet enables saving fuel by better management of time and route. As per their annual report of financial year 2015 and 16, Gati has recycled about 69.6 tons of waste paper. Thank you.